Hello everybody, Mr. Mobs here and welcome back to the channel. So today is exactly a week since the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 was released. I just thought it was a good opportunity to go back and look at this last week's worth of events, let you know how I'm getting on with the game so far. Before I do though, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's recently subscribed to the channel. Got a goal of 1,000 subscribers and so far I think we're on about 650. So a massive thank you to everyone who's recently subscribed to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, then please do hit that subscribe button, help us out. I'll do it for the love of VR. I'm not getting paid for it. I'm just trying to build a kind of like-minded community of VR enthusiasts. So please do hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I hope you liked today's video. Thank you very much. So I posted a video probably a day after the launch of Microsoft Flight Simulator, just to give you my kind of initial thoughts on the launch date and my very first try in VR. And actually, I was quite fortunate. So, well, I say fortunate. The launch day, like I said to you previously, I couldn't get on, but the very next day I could get on, and I had a couple of games in VR. And actually, my experience was quite positive, which I said in the video. I didn't have too many issues kind of launching in VR, and it all looks quite good. Since I've posted that video, however, I've had quite a few, I'd say, more kind of negative experiences. Now, this is mainly to do with, I believe, the kind of the load of the server. So the amount of people kind of trying to play at once and that type of thing. So I do believe over time this game is going to be really good, and it'll probably surpass Flight Simulator 2020. But there is definitely a lot of teething issues, which I think everyone is aware of at this point. So just to kind of give you a bit of a kind of lowdown as to how it's gone for me. I've had quite a few different errors. So the main one that I was getting is I kept on having low bandwidth error, or warning, which is a bit confusing for me because I have quite a high quality network, quite a high quality home network, as well as a very fast internet connection. Now, I am a virtual desktop user, and I've kind of got my own theory on this. Now, I'm not a flight sim person, by the way. I'm in no way an expert. I do enjoy it, but I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't really know how to fly any of the planes properly, but it's just good fun having a little kind of mess around playing with it. So I guess that's my disclaimer. But anyway, so I can try and help you guys out, or at least just let you know my experience so far. Using virtual desktop, my kind of theory is that this game relies on the data being streamed from the servers. So it's not like the old one where everything was downloaded in one go and then it was all hosted locally. A lot of the information is hosted Microsoft end, and from what I gather, it's streamed across to you. So I'm wondering whether that in itself takes up quite a bit of bandwidth. So then when you're using virtual desktop, whether it causes some sort of issue there, because you're already using quite a lot of data in the bandwidth because it's sending it from the server to yourself. And then obviously you need, if you've used virtual desktop before, you need a kind of solid home network. So perhaps that's biting into the kind of bandwidth there of your home network when you're also kind of receiving data from Microsoft. I don't know, that might be completely wrong. That's my theory. Please do let me know in the comments if that's likely to be the case or not. Really not sure. But either way, so got that message quite a few times. Couldn't even load up the game, and well, not the game, the levels that I was selecting, or the areas that I was selecting, should I say. Eventually did manage to get on. And then graphically, it wasn't how it was when I initially played it. So I went back on a lot of the buildings, and that looked like kind of paper mache buildings. The trees looked kind of all distorted, not very real. And my experience there with the graphics was kind of completely different to how the very first time when I tried it in VR was. Now you can see at the moment on screen, it's looking quite good at the moment. I've got all the graphics turned right the way up. Um, so yeah, I mean, whatever the issue was, it does seem to have resolved itself. And I am actually using in this demo at the moment, I am using virtual desktop here as well. So that's something else I should probably point out. Um, someone did tell me how I could do record on a single screen rather than having the kind of dual binocular screen that you're looking at now, using Oculus Mirror. However, I can't seem to get that working when I'm using Virtual Desktop. So I can use it when I'm using Steam Link, not Steam Link, sorry, Oculus Link. But when I'm using Virtual Desktop, can't get it to work. I can't get that kind of mirror. So I suspect that's only good for when you're using the link cable. Anyway, so what I did is I went on today and I did a few tests, and the frames per second, which I also tried to include on this video, it doesn't seem to record the overlay. So when I'm using the overlays, it's not recording those on screen. So I can't actually show you, but I was looking on the city area, I was looking about 45 frames per second with DLSS on. And then with DLSS off but TAA on, it was only looking about 17 frames per second. Bear in mind that was with all the settings on ultra maxed out on VR, so it's as high as it can be. But yeah, like I say, with DLSS on, it was about 45 frames per second. In this area that you're looking at now, which is kind of more countryside and hills and things like that, I was getting to roughly about 52, 53 frames per second with DLSS on. So there is a DLSS swapper, which I don't know a lot about at the moment. I've just been reading up on it recently. Once I know a bit more about it and I know how to use it, I'll try that because that's supposed to increase things even more. So I will try that, but at this level it was playable and it did look visually very pleasing. So that's probably worth a note. Now, I did use the Oculus Link cable as well. So I tried between Virtual Desktop and the Link cable to see if there was a massive difference in frames per second. I thought perhaps something to do with the network, or, there could be a number of reasons, but actually there wasn't a massive difference. There was a bit of a bump of around about 5 extra frames per second, which is I guess an increase, but not a massive increase. So there was a difference using the link. Again, I tried to use the Oculus Mirror. It did actually show up on OBS as a single screen, which is great. But then when I hit the record button and then I went back to view the recording, nothing had recorded. So I still need to do a lot of learning there regarding how to use the Oculus Mirror along with OBS. But thank you very much for the person that put me onto that. Hopefully I'll put your name on the screen because I can't remember it, but I'll put it on the screen. So if you got any other kind of recording tips for me then, or any other tips in general for the flight sim and how to get it running a bit smoother, a bit better, then please do stick that in the comments. I'm very much learning, as you can probably tell, and all I really want to do with these videos, I'll keep recording them. I just want to kind of, anything that I learn along the way that I think might be helpful to the rest of you guys, I really want to just kind of document that, so obviously other people can kind of look back at my experience and hopefully gain some knowledge from that. So like I say, if you do have any tips yourself, please do let me know in the comments. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like I said, I just wanted to give a quick overview as to where I'm at so far. I do think the game will actually improve over time. Obviously, like I say, the things with the Microsoft servers and the problems that they've been having their end, the things that are out of our control, I think they will smoothen out a lot, and they'll kind of, over the coming weeks and months, we'll find that things are a lot better than what we're kind of seeing at the moment. But so far, it's only a week in. I am still quite impressed, regardless of the errors and the issues that we're having. It's still really, really fun to kind of fly, and graphically, it looks amazing. I'm looking forward to doing some of the other activities on there, some of the missions and things like that. There's loads and loads on this game that I still haven't explored yet. So hopefully I can explore it with you guys, and you enjoy the videos. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day.